The pop culture space is exploding right now, whether it's collectibles like sports cards or Labubus to comic books and cosplay. My guest today is Bruno Bilotta. He is the founder and CEO of VaughanCon, a pop culture convention in the Greater Toronto area that's been growing every year. Bruno, thanks for joining me today. We'll talk about this year's VaughanCon in just a moment, but wanted to start by asking you about the pop culture boom that we are seeing right now. As I mentioned, toys, collectibles, things of that nature. They've always been popular, but it does seem as though things have really picked up in the last few years. Why do you think that is?
Well, thanks for having me on, Rob. Yeah, the pop culture is just exploding right now. Conventions attendance are at an all-time high. You even see it in the stores, in the malls. The Labubus are off the shelves right now. You can't keep those in stock. I just think it's the nostalgia factor, number one. Now that the people, let's say in that age of 30 to 45 have a little bit of money right now. We're bringing back the nostalgia. All those 80s and 90s toys, early 2000s are all coming back. They're getting popular again. I saw people walking around with Tamagotchis. So that's how crazy things are getting. It's just a throwback, and the space is exploding. And I think it's just what's to come. We haven't even seen a half of it yet. I think it's just with Pokemon cards exploding, where they're saying investors now, high-end investors are investing in Pokemon cards and sports cards instead of gold. And it looks like it's along that same lines of the Bitcoin and that new sort of pulp culture, that new trend of, stay away maybe from the stock market or those boring stocks that you don't understand. And then, have yourself some tangibles, have something that, just these two cards alone, I bought them for not even $15, $20 before the Jays went on their explosion. And now they're, these are through the roof. So there's a quick turnaround profit if you wanted. But that's what I'm thinking. And just the Fanatics Fest and Nationals, they just had their both events, over 125K in attendance for both events, which is just insane. Yeah.
Yeah. And look, it's really surprising because I think, we remember 5 years ago during COVID, there was a big boom of things, of course, because people were at home, they were trying to find something to do and they were dipping into that nostalgia. But it is a little bit surprising right now because, there's a lot of talk about the economy and a lot of talk about tariffs and a possible recession. But here, as you mentioned, there are people in the age group, their 30s, 40s, spending a lot of money on these things. And as you said, sort of looking at them as assets. Back in the day, it used to be collectibles, and maybe you thought, if I buy a bunch of this guy's rookie cards, maybe one day I'm going to be a millionaire. But that really does seem to be what people are doing right now. They are investing in even Labubus or comic books, what have you. That seems to be what's going on right now.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's the big surge in celebrities. Logan Paul seemed to have started it off with that big Pokemon, the Charizard, and then that special edition card that he had, and started getting and got it rolling. And now you see celebrities and influencers, especially from all over, that are showing up at shows, buying and investing in cards, and all sort of memorabilia. And I think that's what's helping it explode, making it cool again, making it fun. And I think there's been that shift in collecting to, that old mindset of, collecting and it's stuffy or it's for a certain, maybe that comic nerd or that genre, but it's not. Now it's cool to be that collector. It's cool to be that nerd, to show up, to cosplay. And it's sort of taken the whole pop culture by storm, and it's great.
So as I mentioned, you're the founder, CEO of VaughanCon. You started this a few years ago. So for people that aren't familiar with it, what exactly is the event?
Yeah, so we started it a few years ago, my brother and I, and it started just with cards, comics, and pulp culture, and then it just it exploded on us. So we went from a few hundred vendors to close, and now we're upping and we're looking at next year and moving forward to having close to 1,000 vendors of everything. It's pulp culture, so literally something for everyone. We'll have around 300 tables right now of comics, cards, vintage collectibles, Labubus, video games, Pop Funko, basically everything pulp culture. In one space. We're at Bellevue Manor this Saturday and Sunday, August 9th and 10th. There's face painting. We have video game entertainment areas. We have food trucks. There's something for everyone of all ages, and that nostalgia factor is real. and we make it a family convention, which is sort of different from the other shows. And it's here, it's local, it's in the GTA, and we're looking for the community to come out and support, which you guys have always done.
Absolutely. And I see behind you, you've got some Bret Hart stuff. I've got some Bret Hart stuff behind me. As you mentioned, the show continues to grow, and you're bringing in some big names every year. And I guess Bret Hart is the latest on that list. So he's going to be there on Sunday for people that want to check it out. What can you tell them about Bret Hart's appearance on Sunday?
Yeah, so we're very lucky to get Bret Hart. We're privileged, we're honored, we're so excited that he'll be there Sunday. In the morning, we have an intimate Q&A with Andrew Fung. He'll be interviewing, going one-on-one with Bret, asking and answering some of your questions. He's ready to go. The two Calgary boys are going to go at it in the basement of Bellevue Manor. And then we're heading upstairs for an autograph session from around 1 to 4, 1 to 5. Tickets are limited. Bring your Funkos, bring your... your magazine covers, bring your plushies, your toys, your figures, whatever you have ready to get signed. He's ready to go. He's excited. He's done lots of posts, and he's excited to come back to Vaughan, the GTA. He's got lots of friends here. So it is just going to be a great show.
Yeah, should be an incredible event. As always, Bruno, I really appreciate the time. As I mentioned, look, this space is blowing up right now. It's only going to get bigger. So people are definitely interested in what's going on right now. And to have a local show like yours is very exciting. Thanks so much for this.
No, I appreciate it. Anytime. Thanks so much.